Welcome back to Gamer Spinning Game. I'm Miles,
This is Gage.
aka Luigi,
Mario.
and together, 30 years of gaming experience, and we're gonna let you hear our stories that are fan fucking tastic.
Mario Racing. It was on
Mario
N6.
Kart.
It was on Super Nintendo.
Yeah. Oh,
Uh,
back in the day. Yeah,
yeah.
back in the day. Yeah,
But
it was okay. That game was okay.
okay.
Yeah.
There was always like PC would have some old school racing simulators where
Yeah.
you would have like the whole controller and stick shift setup. But Mario Kart led to Diddy Kong Racing.
Yeah.
That was pretty much the sequel to to Mario Kart 64.
That was a good
Because
game.
as opposed to just like go-karts, you had boats, helicopters, planes. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, hovercrafts.
hovercrafts.
Yeah. But listen. Diddy Kong Racing was dope. It really was. But it just like if you're gonna compare Diddy Kong Racing versus Mario Kart, you can't, because like Mario Kart, like,
It invented the genre.
yeah, it came out first, and it was the epitome of like greatness. Because like, the funny part is, no one wanted to be Mario and Luigi. They wanted to be the other characters: Toad, Yoshi, Wario, Bowser, DK. Like, yeah, fuck Mario, fuck Luigi. We didn't need that.
No one wants to balance characters. Everyone wanted
That's what I'm saying.
either
Yeah.
super light, super fast characters or the heavy tanks.
Yeah.
The browsers, the
100%.
DKs of the world.
100%.
Wario.
Yeah.
Wario was my go-to, Bowser or DK. That's what I played.
Wario's my man. And you know what's crazy is, when we were younger, we were like, oh, this is an amazing racing game. And then all of a sudden we got to high school and college, and a phenomenon happened. Beerio Kart.
Oh, it was a revival. Like,
Oh yeah. And for those that don't know, there's only literally like two rules of Beerio Kart: is you cannot drink and drive, and you have to finish first.
you have to finish your beer before you cross the line.
Finish your beer before you cross the line.
Yeah.
Yes, that's correct.
You can finish first, but if your beer's like got more than one drop left in it,
DQ, disqualified. Yeah.
and the
people
other
started cheating. A lot of people started cheating.
well, the other three folks that you're playing against will happily use democracy to say you have too many drops left in your can.
Yeah,
Like-
the crazy part is there's so many different scenarios, like, or sorry, strategies that you can take. Like, my main strategy was, I was a big fan of driving until someone injured me, and then just start chugging my beer.
Right.
I like to get a lead, chug my beer, kill it, and then know that I have nothing else to go through. And I see that finish line. I see the white light. I'm going for it. You know what I'm saying?
So and that was all. Well, I feel like most people did is they were just waiting for opportunities where they fell off the map, or that little cloud fucking turtle would come in.
Fucking turtle.
Yeah.
Right,
But what I learned from one of my roommates my freshman year in college on the GameCube, Mario Kart, was the best way to do it is when the game starts, you chug your beer. You let everyone else get well in front of you. Because the secret was, if you're in the back and you're last place, every one of those little boxes you hit, mystery boxes,
that's a good point.
you get the best freaking super.
Big brain move there, dude.
So you'll guaranteed to get the star at least once if you're last place.
Star or just
the blue shell.
Yeah, the blue shell of death.
First place death. Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, like, when I'm in first place, which is a lot, I just fucking get bananas. And I'll put that behind my butt, protect my butt from fucking the red shell and green shell. But look, like, at the end of the day, like,
well, if you were a real pro, like, I'm sure you were pretty good at the game, you would learn how to use the bananas as an offensive weapon. Like, you could throw them forward. Like, there were some sweat levels you could do with bananas.
Oh yeah,
if you knew what you were doing.
And talking about sweatiness, there's so many secrets to all the maps. Like my favorite, and honestly, I think it's one of the hardest, Rainbow Road. And everyone knows this secret. At the very beginning, you launch yourself and you're about to go downhill, right? But then all of a sudden, in your peripherals, you see this other track. And you're like, all right, I know what I need to do, right? And then you just jump off. And you're about to land on the track, and then you miss it, and then you're just like, fuck, everyone's like half a minute in front of me, like, and then you try it again, and if you hit it, and you just hit it once,
it works.
Yeah, it works. That's what I'm saying.
50% of the time, it works every time.
Yeah, every time. and then Wario Stadium, remember Wario Stadium?
Oh, the
Dude,
dirt.
you just
mud
bounce in the wall and then go over the wall. And dude, like people never wanted to race with Wario Stadium because like the cheat was too easy. It was too easy.
So something for you, Jen, the younger folks out there. Nowadays, if there's a game you're playing and there's some technique like we're describing that like is an unfair advantage, the developers will within a month or two update it and fix it.
Yep.
But back in the day, none of this was connected to internet.
Nope.
This was all solely cassette related. So unless they, revoked every freaking cassette in the country and issued new games, which they never did, then I mean, you would have that technique frozen in time for a decade.
Yeah.
Like,
and the crazy, 100%.
they couldn't. You couldn't fix the bug.
You got to do what you got to do. And look, if it's in the game, I'm gonna utilize it. And it was crazy. What's awesome too, what people don't talk about this game is the co-op, right?
Oh yeah.
When the Grand Prix, you could do 50cc, 100cc, 150, and then mirror mode. But wait, maybe 200. I don't fucking know. Maybe that's the Nintendo Switch, whatever. But the point what I'm trying to make is like me and you could team up, little Ricky Bobby, shake and bake.
Oh yeah.
And freaking you being first, you would protect my ass, or I would be in first.
Sometimes if we were first and second, there's a blue shell coming. You could turn the camera around, and one of us would just sacrifice.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Straight Top Gun, Top Gun Maverick. Like
It was.
You gotta do for the team. There's no I in team.
Mario Kart made me like NASCAR.
Oh yeah.
And then Ricky Bobby came along, and I was like, all right, Ricky Bobby just like Mario Kart. Like, I get it.
Well, when you were at a house party, and two guys just won the last match, your turn on the sticks.
Yeah.
You get someone like you and me together, and before the game even starts, we're like, hey,
yeah, 100%.
Because we know we're gonna beat these kids. These kids are coming off a win. They're super confident. They're not ready.
They can have hold on.
They're not fucking ready.
And what's crazy is like, oh yeah, like that's burst mode, right? When you're just racing. But then there's battle.
That was what the most fun, and that was actually when there was a house party. That was the best because you would just say, the bottom 3 players just switch controllers.
Dude, so people that don't know, and it was genius. So your character, whatever color it was, like Mario would have 3 red balloons, Luigi 3 green balloons, Wario 3 yellow balloons,
Peach 3 pink.
Yeah, exactly. And if you got hit in the battle mode, you would just lose a balloon. But the crazy part about it is the game was so smart. It took the heavy characters, DK, Bowser, Wario, maybe someone else. I can't remember. But anyone that was light, like Peach, Mario, Luigi, Toad,
you could shoulder check with the wall.
Into them. You just straight ram into them, and they would lose the balloon.
But the thing was, they had higher acceleration. So
yeah, they were fast. They were quick.
If they were good, like if you were a big guy, you had to time your shoulder check.
Yeah.
Like pit maneuver. Pit maneuver.
Yeah. And they were like the Nintendo was also so genius about this too. Once you died, like once you lost 3 balloons, you think you'd be out, but no, you turned into a bomb.
Super slow.
Well, yeah, you were a little slower than normal, but the bomb, the sole purpose was to run into someone to take away their balloon.
It wouldn't help your ranking, but you could ruin someone else's.
Oh yeah. At that point, that's all it's about.
Yeah.
If you're last, you might as well fuck up someone who's not last, and then make them pay.
Crabs in a bucket pull each other down. Well, that's what you were doing. You were pulling third place down to your level.
Yeah. I mean, dude, like the racing, the battle, it like Mario Kart, Beerio Kart, like it's top tier racing game. And
let me say something about that. So today, we live in an era where with the new Unreal engines,
graphics and whatnot,
the graphics look almost as good as real life. And in a couple of years, they will look like real life.
Yeah, 100%.
But I'll tell you this, I bet this 10 years from now, you could be at your buddy's house pre-drinking before going out to a party or a wedding or something, and someone could pull out the N64 Mario Kart, and everyone there'll be a line to play the game
100%.
because the
The
technology,
nostalgic of it is amazing too.
yeah, and it was such a fair ground.
Yeah.
It was even ground. Anyone could pick it up. Everyone doesn't care how drunk they are or
You're gonna have a good
gonna have a good time.
Yeah. Look. And what's crazy too is, we talked about Super Smash. We talked about Mario Kart. And even they created even another game, which was even like top tier Mario Party.
Well, so that was the thing. We're talking about party games here. N64, Mario Kart, those are party games.
Yep.
The brilliant folks in Japan must have realized that's what they're known for.
Look,
So they decided to just leave, all, pretension at the door and come out with a game called Mario Party. Meaning, if, you're going to have casual gaming while the kids are distracted with a game, we'll call it Mario Party.
And let me describe just a little bit of it. All you do is you and 3 other buddies would literally compete to get stars that costs 20 coins, and then you would play mini games, like whatever games it may be, to get coins so you could buy the stars. And let me
And
tell
there
you
was
what,
so many, like even the very first one,
so many else, like it blew our minds.
it was like 16 or 20 to
Yes,
begin with.
dude.
They got like Mario Party 8, 9, 10, I don't
Yeah.
even know.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they're up to like 100 mini games. And they'd be random mostly.
Yeah, it's random. And the thing is, we're talking about when we're younger. But again, just like Mario Kart turned into Beerio Kart, Mario Party turned into Drinking Party. And holy shit, did it change the game. Have you ever played Mario Party / Drinking Party?
Oh, it was the best because half those games, mini
Unreal.
games, it actually had nothing to do with what you were doing. You were just pushing A and screaming at the screen, hoping for your little like guy to go faster.
Oh yeah. Look.
Completely random.
Yeah. And let me describe the rules to y'all, because most of y'all don't know. So the rules are this. Every time that you land on a red or something bad happens to you, you have to drink for 3 seconds.
Right.
Every time you get a star, which, oh my God, you wanted to get a star, you make a rule. It doesn't matter what the rule is, you make a rule and everyone has to oblige by it. If they don't, they get slapped in the face. Well, not really. But, they have to drink even more,
Oh, yeah.
right? So essentially, it was so simple. Get a star, make a rule, and then anything that's negative, drink for 3 seconds. And the thing is, we just kept drinking either way.
As a party game, that rule would apply to the game.
Yeah.
But you would always say, whoever comes in last place in Mario Party, they got to hand the controller off.
Well, yeah. That was the extreme rule, right?
Yeah.
Because if you suck so much, you're out. Yeah,
But
get out of here.
it'd be one of those things. There would be like, if you're 8 years old and the 4 or 5-year-olds won't play it, you'd be like, oh, well, that round didn't count.
No. But even in college, like, dude, like it wasn't like you had more than 3 friends,
Right.
right? So like people were waiting in line, so like you really had to compete to get like that spot.
Right.
And the thing is, you did not want to lose that spot. And the thing is,
well, here's the problem. It didn't matter actually because usually the one spot that kept rotating was whoever got the controller with the drift.
oh yeah.
So,
You know what's crazy? Okay, so we.
but
like,
if you
there's
won,
back
if you
controllers.
won with the drift, you would switch controllers
bro.
out. Yeah.
And what's crazy about what we don't realize, right? So you see this controller, right? And it has this joystick right here. There were some games where you just have to spin in the middle, and I shit you not, it would burn a hole in my fucking hand. But you know what?
You get a
It was
blister.
so worth it talking shit to my friends that I was just better.
Oh yeah.
That's like, look, the bragging rights of winning these video games, you don't understand. You don't understand. Like, like yeah, like our goal going out was like talk to some girls. But like right below that was winning mini games and winning fucking drinking party.
Oh yeah.
Because if you won, you were the king of the night.
And when we got a little bit older, like college, post college, even we would still, used to be one of those things where you would meet up with your guys and buddies
Yep.
at 9 p.m. to pre-drink, and then you would actually go out to 10:30, 11.
That's right.
And that was basically 2.5, 3 hours of like N64 time
100%.
or GameCube stuff.
Yeah, fair. If you, but I mean, old school, all reliable.
Yeah.
And the crazy, the Mario Party was genius because, dude, there were times where it was a free for all, which is 1v1v1v1, and then there was duos,
Right.
which is 2v2 or 1v3.
You're like Venus and Serena out here.
Yeah. And things.
Oh, and on that point, Mario Golf, that was another party game, and
Yeah, no, we'll get to Mario Golf in a second because like
I'm
Mario
sorry,
Golf is all.
I like Mario Tennis
They're Mario Tennis, Mario
and golf.
Yeah, it's
Two other party games.
But Tiger Woods wished he played Mario Golf. But at the same time, dude, like when you got duo queue, right? So the game is a free for all, but all of a sudden you're paired with your enemy against your two other enemies.
Yeah.
And dude, it was so intense because you just like if you lost, you just talk shit to your partner. Man, what the fuck? Man, what are you doing?
It's never your fault.
No, exactly. And then if you 1v3'd, oh my god. So there was 1v3 times. Like there was like a sand pit, right? That you had to like collect coins and shit. If you won and everyone got negative, you would just fucking talk so much shit. And sometimes it led to fights.
Of course.
Sometimes.
I mean, and hopefully it ended in someone crying to the mother every time.
Well, we're in college. I don't know if we're crying to the mothers and whatnot. But you know what's crazy?
No, but you could see they're crying inside.
Yeah. And dude, like drinking Mario Party was so much fun because like dude, there were skill games and pure luck games.
Oh,
and let me tell you something. Everyone's probably like, oh yeah, like skill games are the best. No, it was a pure luck game. The goat of the goat of the goat, and everyone knows. And my KU bros, I know, y'all know what I'm talking about. Day at the races.
Oh yeah.
And let me give you the scenario real quick, dude.
Well, the Kentucky Derby
It's
happened last week.
Derby.
Yeah.
It's the Kentucky Derby. There's 4 players. There's 4 characters. It's like the block dude, the bomb, the ghost, and some random other motherfucker. All right. And here's the thing: you randomly get to choose. So one person chooses the next person, and whoever's last gets like the rotten litter. But at the same time, you never know who's gonna win.
Right.
And what happens is the game just starts, and then dude, they just start running, and they trip, they fall, and holy shit, it's for like 30 seconds.
You think your guy he's in first place?
Yes.
If he's in first place in the beginning, you're never winning.
Yeah, exactly. He trips and falls, and oh my god, you look to your buddy, you're like fuck you, like
No, it's like a 90s horror movie. You're in first place, 100 feet up in front of the killer, and you just fall.
Yeah, exactly. And you just what the fuck? And then your buddy's like, fuck you, dude.
Fuck you.
No, like it is the most intense shit ever. And
and your buddy who you were talking shit to, he's literally like looking back at you and laughing.
Whoever wins, I swear to God, like we all start tackling each other because it is the most intense game there is in Mario Party. Now, people would disagree. People are like, oh, bumper cars are not.
No,
it is the lack of at the motherfucking races.
The lack of input just made it that much better.
Yeah.
Because you would, even though you knew that you had nothing to do with it, you would talk more shit if you won than all the other skill-based games combined.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And
you would just quit. You'd be like, oh, I'm low bars.
Skill-based, dude. So little hint for everyone that doesn't know. There's also a mini game called Chance Time.
Right.
Holy shit, Chance Time was the most intense. Like it was like the second most intense thing. Days races up here and like Chance Time up here. Because what would happen is like whoever landed on that square would pick one character, and then like stars. It could be a star swap versus this character. This character had 5 stars. This character had 2 stars. If you hit that star swap, it would be like
game changing.
dude.
People turn the N64 off.
Yo, dude, the controllers would be smashed.
Yeah,
It'd be crazy. There was some wrestling going on that.
I will say this: back in the N64 days, you'd be shocked how much damage and abuse these things can take.
Oh, dude, yeah, 100%. Like
you can toss it. You can toss it against the wall. It can bounce against that wall to that wall to the ground.
I'm pretty sure Nokia. Got
Nokia brick.
Nokia brick got with N64.
Yeah,
yeah,
They
100%.
probably give you cancer because of how freaking powerful they are.
Yeah.
But we you know we got to move on because look, Mario, you can't like if you say the word Nintendo,
Yeah.
the first thing you think of is a rotund guy like myself. All right, you think of a big Italian guy.
And you definitely not
jolly.
Italian, all right?
Well, I'm not Italian person, but
Oh.
big, big, slightly brown.
Yeah, big. All right, I'll give you big.
But happy and jolly.
Okay, all right.
Everyone says I'm jolly.
I can respect that.
Yeah, but it was always like Mario was the Tiger Woods of Nintendo gaming.
Yep.
DK was the Michael Phelps. Where we're gonna have a future episode on DK because in fact
there's a lot of DK games.
The very first Mario game was called Donkey Kong.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Throwing goddamn barrels.
Throwing barrels.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
didn't make any fucking sense, but fuck it. It was fun.
Yeah.
Well,
apparently people preferred, King Kong at the time over, large Italian men. But let's say Mario, we got, there's a couple other games from the N64 that were legendary. You had Paper Mario.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had that what was it, Mario Splash?
No,
well, he had the water jet can.
No, that was GameCube. I mean, you had N64 Mario,
right.
Look, everyone probably says iconic and when
you got Mario Tennis, Mario Golf.
Yeah, I mean Mario Tennis was dope though, dude.
Oh, that was so much fun.
Mario Tennis, Mario Golf, essentially the same code. Like it was the same game, but fun as fuck.
Who was your go-to character in Mario Tennis?
Oh, dude, it was all
mine was Waluigi.
No,
like Purple Luigi.
Give me that wind up Super Smash. I'm gonna ace your shit every day, all day. It don't matter.
But that Purple Luigi, he had the same length as DK, a little bit faster. Serve wasn't as strong.
He little lanky. He knew what he's doing, but you can't compete no DK.
That's right.
Come on now. Oh, how you gonna hit 150 mile per hour serve?
No, that's right.
Whip that shit.
No, and then what? There was remember Dr. Mario? It was Tetris, but for Nintendo.
Look. Mario, Nintendo knew what they were doing with all the Mario games. There's a plethora of Mario games.
Well, he was the official mascot of the Japanese Olympics that happened during COVID, and they pushed it back because I think it was 2021 as opposed to 2020 because of COVID. But and that's the worst. That's the worst part. If it wasn't for COVID, that would have been the best Olympics. I mean, they were expecting to have, Marios with gold medals and Donkey Kongs coming out of the woodworks.
That'd be dope.
Yeah. Like many things in life, COVID put a damper on some of the best stuff.
But not a damper on us because we're going to keep spinning game.
We're going to keep spinning game. We're going to continue, but, we wanted to start off with nostalgic games.
Yes, sir.
That turned us into the gamers we are today. But we only think it's appropriate that we give you guys what you're really looking for.
If y'all don't know what I just did, that's all right.
Please unsubscribe, like, and uncomment.
Get out of here. Yeah. Look. We're gonna talk about Halo, and my God, we're going to talk about Halo all day, every day, because that is what we lived and breathed.
So when we came up with this concept, at first we were like, should we just talk Halo every day for freaking 52 weeks?
We could have.
Yeah. And it might happen, but for now we figured we would let y'all join us on the journey.
Yeah.
And that led us to then Halo coming out. And next episode we're gonna talk about the whole series. But Halo One,
we're gonna start with Halo Combat Evolved, aka Halo 1. Nostalgic. Y'all don't understand.
it's the Mona Lisa of FPS.
Yeah. Like y'all don't understand how many hours I put into that game.
Well,
sorry, mom, dad.
They're going to understand when we're done.
Yeah, 100%.
But I was always the multiplayer guy. I love the campaigns, but I play the campaigns on
I was
regular difficulty or slightly hard. This guy was the extreme legendary difficulty.
Look, I recently beat every Halo game on legendary. That's FPS.
Well, we're gonna say
not Halo Wars bullshit. That's fucking stupid.
We're gonna save that for next time.
No, we'll get into that in a later episode, but there'll be plenty of talks.
But
until then,
my name's Kirish.
I'm Miles. Gamer Spinning Games. GG.
GG.